let's proceed to make.com. So make.com, again, I stumbled upon make.com because I was looking for an alternative for Zapier. And what I found is that it's very, very different. The interface is very different. So I was overwhelmed at first. But the difference is it kind of grows on you. Now it's easier for me to use Make because it's very visual compared to Zapier or Power Automate or Pably, which are more like words, pretty much like the ClickUp automation where you choose a trigger and then there's a drop down and that's it. It's the same interface. Well, Make is kind of different. I don't think there's any type of automation that's quite similar that comes close. So it's visual, and they call the automations in Zapier, they call it zaps. In Make, they call it scenarios. Okay. And then in terms of the pricing, this is definitely one of the deal breakers because Make is cheaper and it's more powerful. That's why it's my favorite. It's my recommendation really, because I think I started with like $9 per month, but now we have maybe 50 plus automations in make.com that I had to upgrade to 20, I think 18 or $20 per month. But the amount of time that it saves us amounts to at least 100 hours per month. So it's really worth the investment. And $20 per month is just the lowest plan in Zapier. So it's really half the price of Zapier. So that's why, that's why I chose it. So these are some of the, I think, advantages of Make over Zapier. Again, it's very visual and it has more advanced logic and routing. And also what's missing in Zapier is the error handling. So it makes it easier to rerun a scenario if, let's say, there's an issue or there's an error. So it's easy. Nothing gets lost because somebody stopped. The third one is, of course, cost efficiency, especially if you are already running a lot of automation. So money-wise, it just makes sense to use make.com because if you upgrade to Zapier, I think, yeah, it's going to be a big chunk of money to upgrade to the highest plan. All right. And actually, some of our clients are asking us to migrate from Zapier to Make because of that, because it came to a point where they need to use more automations and it doesn't make sense financially. The fourth one is scalability. So this means that if your operations is getting bigger, and if you're doing like 10 leads per week, that's okay to make it manual. But if you were talking about hundreds of leads from your ad campaigns or your lead generation campaigns, it just your team members will tire or will dry out processing those manually. This is when you really need to look at automations, and it will reduce definitely the errors, the mistakes. It will increase the morale of your team members. You're going to save a lot of time, not only time, but money. So it just makes sense to look into using make.com and Zapier for cases like that. All right. Although we've discussed this in one of our live or webinars a few weeks ago, but I just want to make sure that I touch on again the anatomy and the terms and definitions that we're going to be using all throughout. And this is what it looks like with make.com. So as you can see, it's very visual, and each circles here would be a different, or would be an app and then an action corresponding to that. So again, we call it a scenario. And then this one is called, anyway, you're gonna see the names of the apps there. So right. But what I do is I even rename each of the module so that I remember at first glance what it does. I don't have to go to our documentation. We do prepare our process documentation for our clients, but at least just by looking at the different modules, I know what the automation is trying to do.
Thank you so much for watching our video. We hope you found the content helpful and insightful. If you're ready to dive deeper and get a more comprehensive step-by-step guide on using ClickUp, we invite you to join our full course. Our course is packed with detailed lessons, practical tips, and hands-on training designed to help business owners optimize their processes or to empower virtual assistants to take their skills to the next level. Whether you want to streamline your business operations or become a ClickUp expert, we've got something for you. Enroll now and get lifetime access to exclusive content, expert guidance, and all the tools you need to succeed. Click the link in the captions to start your journey with us today. Once again, thank you for watching, and we can't wait to see you in our course. Let's take the next step together and make your goals a reality.